One of the institutions that developed during the time of the Roman kingdom was the Senate, the Roman Senate. Under the king had most of the power, but once the Roman Republic got established, the Senate took most of that power. It is important to realize that the Senate was not the only institution or position within the Roman Republic. They were the consuls. They were like the executives. They had the executive power like today's presidents. They were the ones running the government. Now, a consul, even though it was considered a very high title, its power was very limited. There were two of them at any given time. They could veto each other to keep any one consul from getting too powerful, and they only had a 1-year term. And during that 1 year, they would alternate on a monthly basis on who was the more senior consul. So you could imagine the consuls were limited in many ways. And even though the Senate officially was supposed to advise the consuls, in practice, what the Senate told the consuls to do, the consuls actually did. However, during a military emergency or to undertake a specific duty, the Senate appointed a dictator who was entrusted with the full authority of the state. In order to prevent the dictatorship from threatening the state itself, severe limitations were placed upon its powers, such as the dictator was obliged to resign his office either when his appointed task had been accomplished or at the expiration of 6 months.
When their enemies were at the gates, the Romans would suspend democracy and appoint one man to protect the city. And it wasn't considered an honor, it was considered a public service.